Welcome back, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about how to practice guitar as an adult beginner. Now, practicing guitar can be a bit of a challenge, right? There's lots of things to work on, lots of things to understand, but the most important thing is, are we working on the right things at the right time, right? According to your playing goals. So I'm going to discuss how to stay motivated so practicing isn't a chore, which, can be overwhelming sometimes, but we're going to get around that. And we're going to look at a 3-step formula that's going to help this whole practicing flow effortlessly so you can see continuous results. And I'm going to share some tools with you to help make this playing songs for fun business that much easier, and you can decide what works best for you. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's dive into how to practice guitar for an adult beginner. Now, motivation, it's a huge one. We're going to look at what is getting in the way of our motivation, and so you can see enjoyment in it and it doesn't feel like a chore. And then I'm going to share with you a 3-step formula that you can use starting today that's going to make practicing that much more efficient and that much more effective, and so you can see continuous results. And then I want to share some tools with you that, some are low cost, some are no cost, and again, it's just about that efficiency, right? Because we want to help you play songs for fun. And then if you stick around to the end, I'm going to share a free gift with you. All right, let's go for it. All right, the number one killer for practicing is it feels like a chore because we're working on quite often the wrong things to practice. All right, a lot of those things that we need or think we need are not very musical. All right, so a lot of people think they need to know theory. They think they need to know every note on the fretboard, how chords are made up and stuff like that, a bunch of scales. All right, all those are good and very useful, but if you're in your first year playing songs, it's not the thing to be working on. What I recommend is playing songs, okay? And that's where you're gonna find your technique, right? You're not worried about theory because you don't know how to relate it yet. And if there's a scale in the song, hey, what better time to learn it? All right, so I recommend just working on songs, your favorite songs that you wanna play, okay? And now I wanna share with you the 3-step formula that I would recommend to help you play songs for fun. It's a simple acronym called CPR, right? C stands for chunk it down, P stands for play it slow, and R is repetitions. All right, what do I mean by chunk it down? So chunk it down is like, instead of like getting at the start of the song and banging it out right to the end of the song and getting overwhelmed trying to work out everything, we're gonna take it in small bite-sized pieces, okay? So we're gonna break it down to sometimes the ridiculous, and it may be just 2 chords, right? If you prefer long, maybe it's 4 chords, maybe it's an entire verse section, that chord progression that we use there. But we just chunk it right down to its bare minimum, so there's not so much to remember, we can easily remember it, and we can easily play it, right? And we do that with the P, which is play it slow, okay? So you take your song and or you take the chord progression that you work on, the chord changes, strumming pattern, whatever it may be, and just slow it down and practice it really, really slow. This gives the brain enough time to get the information that it knows what to do down into your hands so you can actively do it and quickly do it. Because if we just go on at full speed and all this is new for us, the information is just flying out everywhere and it's not landing where it wants to be. All right, and repetitions is like as simple as, let's use a 2-chord change, for example. So, all right, so D to G. All right, so all I'm doing there is just doing that once through. I'm working on my chord changes, getting them nice and clean, and fingers coming down together, but I'm not at full speed. All right, and I'm doing it 1 round at a time. And then I'm having a break. And this is what I call spaced repetition. So always set your repetitions up first as spaced repetitions, because that just gives the brain and the fingers time to decompress, regroup, and go back into it for the next time around. All right, and then you just slowly build it up from there. All right, so that's CPR. Pretty simple to remember, but very effective, and it will transform your guitar playing. Let's look at some tools now. You got your formula, you know what to do, you know you're working on songs, and the first one I recommend is playing along with the song. That's tool number one. All right, so whether you got the song on YouTube, off your favorite streaming service, whatever it may be, off your physical copies at home of your favorite songs, just have the song on and play along with it. One problem with that is quite often those songs are going by too quick for our skill level. All right, yes, we can break it down, chunk it down, but the easiest thing is to slow that song down. Now you can do this for free through YouTube. Just at the bottom in the settings, it's got the little cog symbol, and you just click on that and it'll pull up a little box and you'll see playback speed there. All right, you just knock that down to like 75% and then just work on what you need to work on. As good as that is, what I do recommend though, to take it a step further, make it a little bit more simple so you can start putting that CPR into practice properly, is get an app like Transpose. Now Transpose is a Chrome extension, so you're going to need the Chrome network set up on your computer. And with that, you just get the extension off the Chrome store. It's all free. And when you open that up, you'll see that you can slow the song down, you can loop the song, all right? So you can play it slow, you can chunk it down, and you set the loop up, and that's your repetitions, all right? Nice and simple. There might be a little bit of a learning curve with that, a few minutes, maybe 10, 15, but I can guarantee that you'll get it, and it'll make practicing so much more fun, so much more enjoyable. If you don't want free, if you want something a little bit more sophisticated, there is an app called the Amazing Slowdown app. Right, I'm not affiliated with it, but it's a great little app. It costs a few dollars, just a couple of dollars, sorry. It should be no more than 10. And you can basically do everything you can, plus a little bit more than the Transpose. You can slow the song down, loop the section so you can get those repetitions in. And another one, if you don't want to do the apps, like set all those things up, what you can do is get like a drum pattern. You can go out and buy a drum machine if you want. They're probably a few $100, or you can get an app under $10 and it's called Drum Beats Plus. All right, and you just set that up at the tempo that you like, and it's just like a simple drum pattern loop. In fact, there's hundreds of different options in there, but like you just set it up very simple and you just play along with that. So when you're doing you're working along with a drum beat behind you, so, and then it sounds like you're jamming with the band. That's a really good alternative. It's a better alternative than a metronome. You know, those ones that go click, click from side to side, the old school ones. You can get digital ones, but I find they can be a little bit dry, especially for adult beginners. And the drum pattern reminds you more like playing along with songs or listening to songs. So that would be my recommendations for tools. Try them out, see what works best for you, but I know they're going to help you play songs for fun so much quicker and easier. And if you follow that formula, you'll see results all the way through. Thanks for sticking around. And as I mentioned, that I have a free gift for you, all right? And it's my ultimate 4-chord songbook. Now, in this songbook, I've distilled down all the things that I would recommend as an adult beginner to practice guitar. And we're doing it through songs, and I run through the CPR formula all the way through it and show you how to practice those songs without it being overwhelming, so it's nice and easy for you. Now, all this comes in video format, so it's one song a month over 10 months. You get one new song, and each one of those songs is got individual videos where it's all broken down into bite-sized chunks for you, so you can take one bit of information and practice that how I lay it out with the song. All right, so that's one song a month over 10 months. All right, oh, and it's free, absolutely free. All you need to do is just go follow this link below and just enter your details and you get immediate access to it. Plus, with all the songs broken down on that, you will get a PDF of the chord chart. Now this is just a one-page chord chart. It's nice and easy to follow along. If you can read a book, you can follow this chart, and it just makes learning so much easier because there's not so much visual information coming at you. It's just the chords. I teach you the strumming pattern in the actual videos, and you just play along with that, and you can take that and use it with whatever tool that you want. All right, and all those songs in that songbook are presented in a way that you would play them at a campfire, at a party, or anywhere that you find yourself with a guitar in your hand without any other musicians. So it's just laid out as a single acoustic guitar for like a campfire style songs. All right, if you like this information and you want more similar to this, click on this video where I'm going to show you how to play your first chords. All right, get you started and happy strumming. All right, see you soon.